Hello. How is everyone doing? This is Malik Young, also known as Intuitive Ascension. This video will be quick, simple, and right to the point. I want to come on here really quickly and I want to talk about the never-ending void that's within ourselves or within our spirits or within our souls. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, trauma, pain, suffering, all these things are like never ending voids. And so many people are caught up in what I call the vacuum effect of these things. And when I say vacuum, it's like they're being sucked deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into unhappiness. And a lot of times, even myself, especially in the past and still is, at times, get caught up in materialism. Buying things or thinking, certain things or thinking things in this physical dimension brings me happiness. Or money or this or that brings me happiness. And it's like the more I have grown, the more I've evolved. It's like now when I buy something, I don't even get the excitement of it at all. Now, I've never been a materialistic type of person. I mean, I was raised pretty much by those matriarchal aspects of my family, grandmother and great grandmother. So when it came to, you know, all this new car, new shoes, extremely new clothes, and this and that, whatever. I, you know, I learned from an early age that those things cost money and those things, did not bring happiness. And, as I started to get older and I started to look more into people's lives, people around me, people in my family, the supposed friends I had, society standards, America's standards, supposed American dream, blah, 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 and whatever, I really started to understand more and more and more that people that are trying to live in materialism are really and truly filling a void. They're feeling a void of emptiness. A lot of people that try to fill these voids, that's indulgent in materialism, they don't have no hobbies, don't have nothing to do. And I was, like I said, I was the same way. Didn't have no hobbies, didn't really have no form of creativity, didn't have no form of true expansion in my life. And finances was always the main thing I was worried about for so long. Oh, how I'm going to pay this, how I'm going to pay that, when this is due, when that's due, I got to do this, got to do that. And finances really and truly pulled me through a place of realizing the bullcrap of materialism. When I really started looking more into my just how much I was spending and me worrying and me having anxiety and all this other type of stuff, I recognized that okay, I was just feeding the spirit, feeding the energy of depression, of anxiety, of materialism. And as I kept indulging in it, as I kept buying stuff, as I kept, purchasing stuff, as I kept going deeper and deeper and deeper to try to find something to fill that void. And I say materialism and also in so many different things we can do. A lot of people use drugs. That's a material thing. People use sex. That's a material thing. People use money. That's a material thing. Anything that's outside of yourself is material. Um, so, once I started really realizing this stuff, it dawned on me, this whole society, this matrix is built off of materialism. And I'm up here living my life under the people of the matrix. That's why my life is not going the way I needed to go. Because at the end of the day, outside of finances, outside of all these different things all of us humans are provided for. There's certain vegetables, fruits, animals out there in the world for us to eat without even having to spend money. Literally, you can go get a stick and tie a piece of string to it and fish. You know, make you a little fire, cook, build you a little house out of sticks and stuff, and make you some clothes out of leaves and stuff, you know. But due to this over what I call artificial evolution, that's living in the old aspects, going back to ground zero, going back to what I call the true aspects of Mother Earth that we live in, the world that we live in. We understand enough that we are always protected once again. We have water, we have food, we have all these things we can live by. But because of society once again pushing these certain standards, and you should look for this, you should live the American dream, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to go here, you got to go, it really pushes this aspect of people living under matrix indoctrinations. They're filling that void. That's just like when I look at certain people, and like I know, for instance, like a lot of people in other countries, especially like the Korean and Asian countries, they push their women and men to go to school to be doctors. And a lot of cultures also, and that's why you have horrible ass doctors that's killing folks. There's very few good doctors, but there's a lot of, fake doctors that really don't want to be doctors. Same thing with nurses, same thing with teachers, same thing with all professions. You have very few good ones and you have so many fake ones, and that is because those people are trying to fuel their lives with materialism. Their parents are forcing them, oh, you got to get this degree in this to make this money because you have to make $100,000 a year. America, this is the price of America, and that's the price, and taxes are this high, and you got to pay this, and you got to pay that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. So then it causes all this anxiety and all this PTSD in the person, and then it makes you be like, okay, I got to go do this because if I don't, I'm going to be on the street homeless, or I'm not going to have, or I'm going to be without. But the parents don't teach their children how to tap into their creativity, to earn a business, to heal themselves, to make earn money, but also build their own true authentic happiness, within. All of us have different soul desires, different purposes. Not everybody should be on the same wavelength, but because we live in this robotic society and what I call this indoctrinated and controlled. When I look at society, it's like people are controlled. It's like there's an invisible chain around their necks, hands, and feet, and they're walking this line. When you really look at people's lives, and it just saddens me because it's something that continuously goes on, and it's something that is going to continuously go on, because at the end of the day, we have to heal ourselves as people. We have to evolve our minds, and we have to have that independent urge in us to get out of materialism, to wake up, to realize, to become conscious of. You can't shake nobody, slap nobody, punch nobody to become conscious. If that person is unconscious, they're just unconscious, just like in coma. When people are in comas, they have to come out of those comas and under their own time. Some do, some don't. And that's just the way of how things are. Maybe people in the next lifetime or the next lifetime will get it. But in this lifetime, we all have have individual jobs, individual purposes, individual things that we have to accomplish in this dimension. So when it comes back to materialism, don't get caught up once again in the aspects of society. Don't keep filling that vacuum that keeps sucking your life out of you, your frequency, your drive. I hear so many people that tell me, "Oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that." Why don't you have time? And when I hear people say, "Oh, I don't have time," I say, "You don't have time for yourself?" Then I say, "Oh no, I have to do this for this person and I have to do that." No, you don't have to do anything. You're not obligated to live no one's life. When you go to work, this is my belief. This is what I started to think of. When you go to work, you're working 70% to 80% of your energy is going to the people you work for. So if you have a company that don't care nothing about you, that's not helping you succeed, that's paying you crap, that's not really helping you get by, you're working 12 hours a day, 10 hours, 8 hours even a day, you stressed out, you're working from sun up to sundown, you get home, you're tired. You need to reanalyze your life, and you need to restructure your life, and you need to look at what is your heart telling you. Start to listen to your heart, your intuition, your soul. If your soul is yearning for more, you have to embrace that moreness. And I know that's probably not a word, but I don't care. You have to embrace that. You cannot continuously to be caught up in the constant cycle of finances and materialism, because it's an ever-ending void. Think about so many people that live their whole lives as a slave. This society, this matrix, working 9 to 5, you're a slave. You are a slave. All your energy is going to this into this company. All your time is going to this company. Then 20 to 30% of your money that you have worked for is going in taxes. That's really going to the Queen of England and going to other highly indoctrinated societies so they can keep having rulership over you. Come on now. So that's the realization that we have to receive daily. We have to understand daily. We have to recognize daily, so we can stop being sucked, into the vacuum, into the never ending void of darkness, of depression, of anxiety, of PTSD, of fear, of trauma, of pain, of worry, and all these different things daily. And I'm going to say this back to that time, as where I said people always say they don't have time to do this, don't have time to do that. Why don't you have time for yourself? Why are you not loving yourself? Why are you not healing yourself? Why are you not taking care of yourself? Why are you not working on yourself? Why are you not evolving yourself? Why are you not giving yourself time to do these things? But you're giving all your time, all your energy away to other people and other things that's not helping you move forward in your life. What trauma is within you? That's making you still live in this fear and live in this energy of all these different negative emotions and negative feelings and low vibration. That's something you have to ask yourself, and daily you have to get to the root of it so you can help evolve your life. I know so many people that have amazing spiritual gifts, even myself, but I chose material things for the longest to try to fill my void instead of choosing me, instead of choosing what I love to do, instead of choosing what I enjoy, what I am happy of doing, And with that being said, everyone have to recognize within themselves what is what is their purpose? What is their life purpose? What is their ambition? My ambition is to be a spiritual therapist. That's something I daily strive for. I am spiritual constantly. Even when I'm in low vibration, I'm still spiritual. I'm still at times, get that intuitive surge, get that spiritual surge, have those spiritual thoughts constantly, you know? And I understand this is my purpose, creating. I love to create things. I love to make stuff. So what is within you, within your soul, within your spirit, that you like? Me, I want to move out of the United States. I want to live in another country. I want to help people all over the world, evolve. I want to help a lot of women. I want to help a lot of young adults and children with their creativity and stuff. I want to help people take the power back in themselves to heal their own lives, without needing all of this justification and all of these other things outside of themselves. Because once again, you know, the universe helps those who helps themselves. When you really help yourself and you have your life together and you actually try, things fall in order, fall in alignment. But as soon as you don't try and you lose that life force, you lose the passion, you lose the drive, you lose the ambition, you lose, and I tell people, if you lose the passion or drive or something, that means that you need to find something else. Maybe you have outgrown that certain energy. Maybe you have outgrown it. Or maybe, you need to do something else, try something new. What is something you always wanted to do? A lot of people complain about, oh, that's too expensive for me to create that. But they'll go buy fast food every day, spending 10, 8, 9, $10 on a meal daily, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day. You multiply that up a day, multiply that by week, you could go take what you spend in a day or two on something to create that actually may uplift your life spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and so on. You know? But that thought, once again, is an alignment with low vibration, is an alignment also with the matrix, because the matrix teaches you to worship this higher being, to worship this God, to worship this energy, to worship that energy. But the matrix don't teach you to worship yourself. Worship your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. Give thankfulness to yourself. Give gratitude for yourself. Be grateful for how far you have came in your life. Be grateful for all the energy and all of the happiness and all of the love and creativity and everything that you have within your body, your soul. Be grateful for the things you can create. Be grateful for the things you have created. Be grateful for the things you have been through. The matrix don't teach you that. The matrix don't teach you that you don't have to go, through all these different things and all these different loopholes, to get things done, and pay this person to do this, pay that person to do that, and do this, whatever. Everything is within yourself. We all are born with a compass, which is our intuition. And if you just listen, if you just sit down and pay attention, just sit down. I tell people, turn everything off. If you're not an intuitive person or your intuition is not strong, sit down in silence, put the phone up, turn everything off, the TV. If you have kids, get a babysitter for an hour, or teach them how to sit down and be in silence. And just write. What are you feeling? Write. And then once you have wrote everything out, read it. That's your intuition. That is your intuition. Because that's when you took that moment, you sat down and you quieted everything and you just allowed yourself to be. That's when your intuition starts to flow. But a lot of times people don't allow themselves to be. They get so caught up in the mundane once again. They get so caught up in technology. They get so caught up in the matrix. They get so caught up in money, finances, this and that, where they fail to use their compass, to be in sync with their compass. It's just like, like a boat that has its own navigation system in it, but instead you steer the boat completely off track. So now you're 50, 100, 200 miles off course, and now you're lost. That's exactly how intuition is. When you steer so far away from you, from being who you are truly within yourself in every aspect, that's when you steer off course. That's when you crash also. Because in times when you don't listen to your intuition, bad things usually happen. That's why they say, oh, you should have listened to your intuition, or you should have used judgment or common sense. Or, a lot of people, especially, when things happen after, they be like, something was telling me not to do that. Yeah, your intuition, your compass, your spirit guides, your ancestors, all that stuff connects. So we have to once again work on evolving, strengthening, and growing our gifts that we have inside. And the main gift that all of us have inside of us is intuition. So we have to all learn how we are going to be in connection with that. Some people feel, like me, I'm a person that feels. And when I'm in water, when I'm around water, when I drink water, my intuition increases. So that's how I know, okay, I'm in sync. When I'm in silence, my intuition grows. When I'm by myself, I'm intuitive. But when I'm around a lot of people, especially when I have not done the necessary work, as far as my meditation, my grounding, my stability, protecting my aura, and so on, before I go around those people, I'm not intuitive. I'm pulled more here and there, and I absorb all of people's emotions and all of people's bullcrap, where now I'm chaotic just like them, because I've picked up and I've absorbed all these people's frequencies and energies that are around me. And throughout my years, I have to do a lot of work protecting myself. That's why I wear a lot of different jewelry. That's why I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of spiritual workings. I do a lot of workings with my ancestors. I do a lot of workings with Mother Earth. I do a lot of workings with water. I do a lot of workings with the planets, and so on, to help me be more in tune with everything around me daily. So I hope this little quick video have helped y'all. Once again, in so many words, once again, don't be caught up in bullcrap. What do you like to do? Do you like to draw? Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Do you like to run? Do you like to exercise? Do you like to swim? Do you like to travel? Do you like to skydive? Do you like to scuba dive? Do you like to do FX makeup? Or are you spiritual? What is it that you like to do, and do it? Live in that every day. That's what you call being in true spiritual, being in sync, being in full sync, being in full connection, being in direct linkage to the universe. You don't want to go with the flow. You are the flow. You are the universe once you become conscious enough and recognize you are everything around you. You are an extension of the universe. You are an extension of Mother Earth. You are Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is you. You eat of Mother Earth every day. You eat Mother Earth's animals. You eat her grains, her her vegetables, her fruits. You drink the water that's on Mother Earth. You breathe her oxygen. You live on Mother Earth. So, I mean, you are Mother Earth, and once again, Mother Earth is you. When you die, you go back in what? Mother Earth. Species and everything else feeds off of you. So we have to recognize that we are everything in this whole great universe. And with that being said, there's so much power within us that we need to tap into and stop being afraid to generate that power that's within ourselves and that's within the universe to evolve our lives. So, I am Malik Young, also known as Intuitive Ascension. I hope y'all learned something. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to my website in the description box below for bookings, appointments, and spiritual services that I do provide. And with that being said, I love you all. Keep living your life, keep evolving, and always keep expanding. Ashe for now.